Have you ever wondered what would happen if you did 50 push-ups and 50 pull-ups every single day? I thought I'd found the perfect loophole. Everyone says doing push-ups every day eventually backfires. But 50? That couldn't possibly be enough to cause problems, right? 30 days later, I realized something completely different. The lower number didn't protect me at all. In fact, it exposed a mistake almost everyone makes. Here's exactly what I did. For 30 straight days, no days off. 50 push-ups and 50 pull-ups every single day, split into several sets throughout the day. My logic was simple. 50 is a manageable number, so recovery shouldn't even be a concern. Turns out, sustainable and safe are not the same thing. First, the balance part actually worked. The push-ups made my chest and shoulders stronger. The pull-ups built up my back and biceps, and within the first 2 weeks, I noticed something I wasn't expecting. My posture was noticeably better. My front and back muscles were developing together, instead of one side overpowering the other. That part worked exactly how I expected, and honestly, it felt great. It felt like I had finally cracked the code that other training plans were missing. But then, the second problem showed up, and it happened much more slowly than I expected. My grip strength started failing before any major muscle group did. Pull-ups obviously demand serious grip strength just to hang onto the bar. But push-ups quietly load your wrists and forearms too. And almost nobody talks about that. Doing both exercises every single day, even at only 50 reps, each meant my hands and forearms never really got a proper break. Around day 15, I started noticing something strange. During almost every set, my forearms were giving out before my chest or back. Halfway through a pull-up set, my back still had plenty left. But my hands, they simply couldn't hold on anymore. My grip had become the hidden limiting factor, and I was completely unprepared for it. But the third problem, that's what really made me question the idea that 50 is safe. By the end of the third week, my shoulders started feeling tight and slightly stiff. It wasn't serious pain, but something was clearly different. My shoulders didn't feel as mobile as they normally did, and when I thought about it, it made sense. Push-ups and pull-ups load the shoulder joint from very different directions. But I was stressing that same joint every single day, with no real recovery days. Think of your shoulder joint like a door hinge. You can open and close a door all day without a problem, but keep doing it over and over. With no downtime, eventually that hinge is going to start creaking. And that's the part I completely underestimated. Overuse problems aren't necessarily caused by crushing amounts of volume in one workout. They can also come from repeatedly stressing the same tissues without giving them enough time to recover. I kept telling myself, 50 is way too low to cause any real problems. Only people doing hundreds every day need to worry. That assumption led directly to the fourth problem, and this one was frustrating. Around day 26, my numbers stopped improving. There was no dramatic pain. Nothing suddenly went wrong. It was just a quiet plateau. For an entire week, I was stuck doing the same standard 50 plus 50. No matter how hard I pushed those final reps, nothing changed. And this is the part almost nobody mentions about low-rep daily challenges. You assume that smaller numbers automatically protect you from the plateaus that high-volume challenges are always warning you about. But here's the problem. Your muscles rebuild and adapt during recovery, not while you're doing the reps. Even at only 50 reps a day, if you do them every single day with zero recovery, your body doesn't get the same opportunity to recover and adapt. I thought I had found a loophole, a way to get the benefits without having to worry about the recovery lesson. I hadn't. So does doing 50 push-ups and 50 pull-ups every day actually deliver on the balance promise? Yes, absolutely. Your pushing and pulling muscles can get real balance development. That part of the idea holds up. But lower numbers don't magically make recovery optional. And that's the trap. When 50 looks so reasonable compared to 100, it's easy to forget that your body still needs time to recover. That's exactly the lesson I thought I could skip. And ironically, that's exactly where my progress quietly stalled. So if you want to try this setup yourself, here's what I would change. Keep the 50 plus 50 combination, but don't do it every single day. Train push and pull on the same day, around 4 to 5 times per week, and give yourself the other days completely off. And there's one more important rule. Stop each set about 1 to 2 reps before your form starts breaking down instead of taking every set all the way to failure. You're not trying to prove how much punishment you can survive. You're trying to get stronger. Your joints need recovery, your muscles need recovery, and your progress needs recovery, even when the number looks as harmless as 50, because that's what I learned after 30 days. The biggest mistake wasn't doing 50 push-ups. It wasn't doing 50 pull-ups. The mistake was believing that because the number was small, recovery suddenly didn't matter. And if you enjoyed this experiment and want more real fitness challenges and results, hit like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.